got a great small town. Our population is 2,217 people. It's a rural community, and the perception is that it's a really conservative community. But what we have found is that there is really the same diversity here as there is everywhere else, but we needed to give a forum and an opportunity and a way to empower some people so that they could feel more bold in expressing themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Spend Over Plenty.
Spencer Pride is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization that is focused on making Indiana a more welcoming place for all people. Our original mission was very much about hosting a singular event that proudly and honestly represented, promoted, and celebrated the LGBTQ community.
I've seen it spread outwardly and with love throughout the years because people just hear about it and know that they're safe. It's a day for them to feel normal.
The fact that this little community of 1,500 to 2,000 people has embraced the festival. You don't ever really see any harassment here. You don't see people looking down on us or looking at us as unequal. And I would say in the first years of the festival, that wasn't exactly the case. So things have changed a lot, and I think the Spencer Pride organization has really helped this community to grow. And the fact that they own their own building and have their own community center in this tiny community in the red part of Indiana it's just amazing.
Why did you target Spencer? That's where we live. And so we wanted to be able to celebrate who we were as gay men and to not live in shame. And we wanted others to have that same level of confidence. But we see ourselves really representing rural LGBTQ people, regardless of where they reside. I mean, I have people who reach out to us, and the storyline is very similar a lot of times, and it is, I don't know where Spencer, Indiana is, but I was born in a small town, and I wish that I had something like this too, and so I want to support you from wherever I am to wherever you are. And that's a message that has resounded for the past 12 years. People really relate to the type of community that we have here in Spencer.
Hello, heterosexuals, hello. Come and celebrate the things that make you straight. Hello, heterosexuals, hello.
I actually grew up a couple hours from here. In my hometown, we had about 530 people. It was smaller than the Spencer community. I loved growing up there. I loved the people. I was very outgoing. I was also very closeted and in denial. And a lot of it had to do with just not even knowing what terms were for how I was feeling. When they it's difficult. So when they legalized gay marriage or marriage for gay people in Indiana the first time, I was actually at a retreat. And I'm driving into Indianapolis that night, and I'm seeing all this stuff on my Facebook feed about people getting married in Bloomington, and they're on the courthouse lawn, and marriage is legal in Indiana. And I'm sitting in a restaurant in Indianapolis at that point, and I'm just, tears are streaming down my face because I'm this little kid from the middle of nowhere, Indiana, who always knew how he felt, but who never in a million years guessed that he'd be able to get married in the state where he grew up. So it was pretty amazing.
Where I stand is who I am. Help me to move on, but please don't tell me how.
Hot dog. Hi, Alva.
The majority of people that you see at this festival are not gay. They're more P-flag members or people that want to see that different side. And and want to have a hopeful view of society. And so every time I turn on a national program and I hear of all the horrible stories of the white working class or in rural areas and how it was our fault for whatever is going on, it only divides us more. Because until we all start to realize it's about us and it's not about the one person that is in the Oval Office or the one person that represents you, we don't change and nothing changes.
This community is continuing to become more and more welcoming. The state is becoming more and more welcoming, contrary to how we may be represented at the state level or at the national level. There are improvements out there, and to be able to offer that ray of hope is really important to us because we need to keep people motivated, we need to keep them action-oriented, we need to keep them involved.
It's about showing up to who you really are and showing them consistently this is who you are, authentically. Not just a flag, not just an icon. We are actual people in this community trying to make a difference for the community.
In some places, really big cities, there are a lot of services that already exist for the LGBTQ community, and that's not the way here. We have to create these things. They don't exist. We have to do that through engaging with people, having those hard discussions, and it's quiet. You're not going to see us on the news picketing in the courthouse. You're going to see us in the courthouse having a conversation with the commissioners. They're learning about us, we're learning about them, and we're working together with our community. We are offering something that 12 years ago was completely foreign to this community. Now it's not. Now we're very well respected and very well known in the community. But it's been something that's taken a lot of effort to do that, and it continues every single day. That's where the true power of our success is our willingness to have the hard conversations and to take the sometimes slower path because it's a lot more effective.